Well, indeed, Naledi, the ball is rolling here at the 55th National Conference of the African National Congress. The president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, has arrived in the venue of the conference. He arrives as South Africa is plunged into stage 6 load shedding. Just this week, the Minister of Public Enterprises, Pravin Gordhan, firing against the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy in the country, Gwede Mantashe, who was scathing against Eskom CEO Andre Director, who has resigned and will be leaving office by the end of March. Those within the National Executive Committee of the ANC, such as the Provincial Secretary in Gauteng, TK Ngiza, such as Ruben Madaje, the Provincial Secretary of the ANC in Limpopo, Begum Tolo, the Provincial Secretary of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, and other NEC members have called for the firing of Andre Director. Just this week at the Provincial General Council of the ANC in Gauteng, the Treasurer General and Acting SG Paul Mashatile saying they need decisive leadership, saying it can't take 2 years to fire a CEO that is not performing. These are some of the issues that this conference of the ANC will be grappling with. The energy crisis that South Africa is facing, the just transition that has been proposed by government, that is also being fought by provinces such as Mpumalanga, which have the base load of coal, which is arguably South Africa's 70% energy generation capacity within the power utility Eskom. Then there are issues faced such as the basic income grant, BIG, that government and the ANC wants to institute, that this conference needs to take a stern resolution on, particularly knowing that South Africa is facing the triple challenges of poverty, inequality, and underdevelopment coupled with corruption. You look at the high unemployment statistics within the country. Our economy is not growing at the rate that it's growing. It's growing at about 1.7%. South Africa needs it to grow at about 3% in order to create the much needed jobs that are needed in the country. When it comes to contemporary politics within the ANC, the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, is faced with a backlash by his predecessor, former President Jacob Zuma, who has essentially called him Isgebengu, looking at the revelations coming out of the Phala Phala Section 89 report. You look at how the ANC has closed ranks, come to defend the president of the ANC. You look at those 4 members of parliament of the African National Congress that are now going through a disciplinary processes. Senior ANC leader Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, part of those who will be going through that disciplinary process of the ANC. Supra Muhammapilo, Musebenzi Zwane, they have been charged by the African National Congress by voting for the adoption of the Section 89 report. Now you've got the private prosecution proceedings that have been instituted by former President Jacob Zuma against the incumbent president of the African National Congress. You look at Zamani Saw, the Northern Cape provincial chairperson of the ANC and premier, who has said these are spurious and frivolous allegations that are being leveled against President Ramaphosa by former President Jacob Zuma. So the legal and political fanfare will play itself out here at the 55th National Conference of the ANC. But South Africans are not interested in the political machinations within the governing party. They want service delivery. You look at the deplorable state of local government. You go to Titabuta municipality in the Free State province where the ANC has just lost by-elections. You go to KwaZulu-Natal, eThekwini municipality. Sewage running all over the show within that specific municipality. The CBD, filthy, dirty. 2016, voters had to jump over refuse in the biggest township within that municipality in Umlazi going to vote. That municipality led by a coalition government. You look at the deplorable state of Mangaung. You look at other municipalities that are within the realm and the governance of the African National Congress. The ANC, having lost all of the control of the municipalities in the economic hub of the country, essentially they've lost this province looking into a coalition government in 2024. Back to you in studio, Desiree.
Well, a lot to go through, and we'll continue to cross live through to both Naledi and our other reporters on the story of the 55th National Conference of the African National Congress.